Start, we're just going to come into a seated position. Just coming on to your bum, legs crossed however you want. I like to have one foot in front of the other. If you find that your pelvis is rolling back when you sit on the ground, you can just roll your yoga mat up a little bit to make kind of like a little bolster for you. Otherwise, we're just going to start with the hands on the knees. Lift up through the spine, crown of the head reaches high. Sit bones ground down into the earth. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. So when you're sitting here, try and tuck the chin slightly and think about lengthening through the back of the neck, up through the back of the skull. Belly button draws in and up just to support the core. So there's all kinds of opposing forces happening, even just in this simple seated position. Rooting down, rising up, drawing in, expansion. So with your breath, just see if you can feel all of those dimensions and all of those ways in which you can use your body and your breath to find more space and to move more into the space around you. Close your eyes if you can and just take a moment just to notice. Maybe it starts with an observance of the outside environment, the noise that you hear around us. And then gradually, as you start to fine-tune the breath and come into a nice balanced rhythm, if you can draw that awareness more internally into the, internal dialogue, what the body is saying, what it's asking of you. Let's try and find that connection with your breath. Now on an inhale, just gently draw your shoulders up towards your ears as high as you can. Squeeze them up, and then on your exhale, you're just going to sigh out and let them drop. Inhale, draw your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, sigh, let them drop. Again, inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale, let them drop. Now just start to make small circles with the shoulders, whatever direction feels good for you. Just rotating the upper arm bones in the shoulder socket. Starting to waken up this space, feeling what's going on there. Any friction, tension, space, whatever it is, and switch directions. There's always one direction that's a little bit more awkward than the other, and just let that be okay. And slowly come back to stillness. Inhale, fingertips reach all the way up. Lace your fingers, turn your palms towards the sky, and reach up. So really lengthening through the side bodies, lengthening through the spine, sit bones rooting down. But as you reach up with your hands, see if you can keep the shoulders away from your ears. Release the fingers, bring the right hand to the left side of the head, draw right ear to right shoulder, and just reach your left hand towards the left side. So right ear to right shoulder, left fingertips reaching to the left, thumb pointing up to start. Now just rotate the arm and drop the thumb towards the earth. Rotate again, thumb comes towards the sky. Thumb towards the earth. Thumb towards the sky. One more time, thumb towards the earth. Now slowly release the left hand either to your knee or all the way down to the earth. Feel that lengthening through the left side of your neck. Breathe into it. Plant the left hand on the earth, bring the head back to center, reach the right fingertips up and over, leaning towards the left. Right shoulder blade draws onto your back. Really breathing into your right side body. If the left hand doesn't come to the mat, you can have it on the knee. Whatever feels best for you. Good. Inhale, come all the way forward. Left hand comes to right knee. Right hand comes behind the back. Lift up through your spine and look over the right shoulder. Just finding a nice supine twist here. Think about it being more in the thoracic spine where the ribs are attaching to your spine than the lumbar lower back spine. Good. Inhale, come back to center, hands to knees, switch the legs. One side's going to feel not as good as the other. That's okay. We got to keep the body guessing. Hands to the knees, lift up through the spine. Find that engagement to start. Eyes closed, belly button in and up. Sit bones root down. Crown of the head reaches up. Tuck your chin slightly to lengthen through the back of your neck. Good. Inhale, fingertips reach up. You're going to lace your fingers the way that feels weird this time. Turn the palms towards the sky and reach up. As you reach up, root down through the sit bones, shoulders away from ears. Belly button still draws in and up. Find your breath. Release your hands, left hand to the right side of the head, left ear to left shoulder. Reach the right fingertips out to the side, to the right. Thumb points to the sky to start. Then rotate, drop the thumb towards the earth. Rotate again, thumb points to the sky. Thumb points to the earth. Just flossing the nerves here. Thumb points up. Thumb points down. Gently release the right hand down to the earth or the knee. Find length through the right side of your neck. Breathe into it. Right hand plants on the earth, head comes to neutral, left fingertips reach up and over, leaning over to the right side. Draw that left shoulder blade on your back so that the front side body stays nice and flat and straight. And inhale back through center, right hand comes to your left knee, left hand behind you like a kickstand, lift up, rotate through the thoracic spine, looking over your left shoulder. Good. Inhale, come back through center. You're just going to take your hands out wide, and you're just going to start waving them across the body. Whatever feels good. Try and switch which hand or arm comes on top. Try and relax through the shoulders as you do this. Just opening up, finding some movement there. Good. Let's come to hands and knees. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. So draw the belly button in and up again to start. We're just going to take some nice big body rolls here. So the hips go back towards the right heel, then to the left heel, circle around up to the left, and then the right. So you're going to feel a rotation on your wrists. And you're also just working into some mobility in your shoulder girdle here as well. So just taking the body in nice big circles all the way back to the heels, forward, past the fingertips. Pick a direction, move that way. And then let's switch directions. So go the opposite way you were just moving. Make sure you're breathing. Nice big inhales, nice big exhales. Back to neutral. Cat cow tilts. Inhale, belly drops, chest lifts. Find your cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, tuck your chin, find your cat pose. Inhale, cow, belly drops, chest lifts. Exhale, cat, round your spine, tuck your chin. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral spine. From here, we're going to move into Anahatasana, puppy pose or heart melting pose. So try and keep the hips above the knees as you reach the hands forward. Chest slowly descends to the earth. So it's kind of like child's pose, but you keep the hips up, hips over knees, forehead to the earth if you can. Just try and sink into the mobility in your shoulders if you can. This posture really works to open the shoulders. If having the hands kind of shoulder width apart is too tight and it feels pinchy and uncomfortable, just take the hands a little bit wider. If your body is open and flexible enough to bring the chest and chin to the mat, you can do that as well. That would be full expression of the posture. Not a requirement, just a place that you can go with this. Breathe into it. Next inhale, just very slowly bring yourself back up to tabletop position. Let that settle here. Just kind of feel the residual energy in the shoulders as you move back into this neutral space. Tuck your toes. We're going to send the sit bones back to the sky, downward facing dog. First one of the practice. Let's pedal it out, create some movement here. Drop one heel to the earth, bend the opposite knee, and then switch to the opposite side. Just taking your time wherever you find yourself, whatever you need here, breathing. Okay, let's come to stillness, soft knees, sit bones reach to the sky. Feet should be about hip width apart. So imagine your two fists are between the feet. Now you can just stay here in this neutral downward facing dog, or you can drop both heels to the right, press up through the hips and find a lengthening in the left side body. So heels go right, bend the knees, send your hips up. Find the length, press in through the left hand. Good. Inhale back through center, neutral downward facing dog. Set yourself up here, pause. Stay here or drop the heels to the left, bend the knees, sit bones reach high, press into the right hand. Feel the lengthening through your right side body. Good. Inhale back through central, neutral downward facing dog. Shoulders draw down the back, let the head be heavy, find your breath. Next, exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Take the feet hip width apart, hands to opposite elbows, ragdoll. Just let your upper body hang heavy here. Pouring forward, give your head a shake, yes and no. Release your neck. Release your jaw. Create some space between your teeth. Just shake it out. Let everything be loose here. Maybe you want to sway side to side. Just try and take it with soft knees to allow your spine to lengthen here rather than putting too much strain in your hamstrings at the beginning of practice. If you would like to continue here with some shoulder mobility, you have the option of taking your hands behind your back. Either keep the laced hands on your sacrum or you can reach them forward. So if that space feels good for you, you can take it there. If not, just stay in your forward fold. Okay, from wherever you are, release your hands to the earth, heel toe your feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Forward. Again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend all the way up. Extended Tadasana. Fingertips reach, press to the feet, lift up through the hands. Shoulders drop away from ears. Belly button draws in and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just pause here for a moment. Eyes closed, chin tucked slightly. Lift up through the backside body. Kind of find that center point, that center thread through the body, through the mind here. Frame your practice. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Again, deep breath in. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. This time, inhale, fingertips reach all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, hands come through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands to earth, step back, high plank, hold. Wrists underneath, shoulders engaged to the core. Breathe here. Good. Exhale, lower knees to the earth. Elbows graze the rib cage, lower all the way down to the earth. Ground through your pelvis, ground through the tops of the feet. Inhale, baby cobra, chest lifts up. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Find stability here, find your center. Pay close attention to your shoulders here. How do your shoulders feel in this downward facing dog? Can you adjust? Draw them down the back a little bit more, away from your ears to create more space. Press just as firmly through the instep of your hand, the pointer finger and thumb, as you are the outstep of your hand where your pinky finger is. Okay, take a deep breath in. Exhale, look forward, step forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extended Tadasana all the way up, reach. Right away, exhale, hands through heart center, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to earth, step back, high to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, pause. Readjust if needed every time you come into that downward facing dog shape. Check in with your shoulders. How do they feel? Can you create more space? Good. One more sun A. Exhale, look forward, step forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extend all the way up, reach. Good. Exhale, hands through heart center, fold all the way forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to earth, step back. High to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Find stillness. Good. Knees to the earth. Keep the toes tucked under and sit the hips back on the heels. Toe torture stretch. We're going to come in and out of the flow just to keep you guys healthy tonight in the heat. How does this feel? If you need to come forward and back, you can. But try and get all 10 toes tucked under. Let's keep with the shoulders. So while we're here, we'll get a little bonus shoulder action. Clasp the hands behind the back. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back and reach down towards the earth. So front side body opening, really getting into the shoulders. You can keep them on the sacrum, or you can start to lift the hands towards the sky if that feels okay for you. Release, bring them forward, just wave them back and forth in front of the body. Breathe into your feet. If you need to come forward for a second, you can. Okay, clasp the hands again the way that feels weird. Reach them towards the earth, shoulder blades draw onto your back. Keep the hands on the sacrum or slowly lift them up if you want, if you can, not a requirement, just a suggestion. Breathe and release. Shake it out in front. Then we'll come forward, send the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Maybe you need to shake out the legs a little bit, roll out the ankles as you come back from that foot stretch. And settle into your downward facing dog. Connect to your breath. Nice deep breaths in and out. Check in with your shoulders and your hands. Sit bones high, soft knees. Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. Exhale, look forward, step forward, top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Utkatasana chair, hips low, arms up. Shoulders drop away from ears, belly button draws in and up. Check to see if you can see your toes. So 2 options for chair. You can have the feet together, big toes touching, heels slightly apart, or if it feels better on your low back, feet can be hip width apart. It's about the distance of your 2 fists between the feet. Okay? Belly button draws in and up. Can you sink a little bit lower? Bum goes back and down for 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, 1, exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to earth, step back. High to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, holding downward facing dog. You can join along for a little core action here. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, shift forward, right knee touches right tricep. Yeah, inhale, lengthen. Cross the body, right knee touches left tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shift forward, knee comes towards the nose, curl in. Inhale, lengthen. Good. This time, step through, come up to high lunge position. So you're in the ball of the left foot, right knee over right ankle, fingertips reach up. Shoulders away from ears. Hug your feet in towards each other, belly button draws in and up, lengthen through the crown of your head. You'll really feel your hip flexor turn on as soon as you find that action of the feet drawing towards each other. Even more so if you can get the heel of your foot up over the ball of your foot. Woo! Keep with the breath. Last one in. Good. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back. High to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. You can always skip the vinyasa if you want to. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause. Find your breath. Stay here or follow along. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. Good, inhale, lengthen. This time, exhale, step the foot between the hands. Anjayasana, crescent lunge, rise up. Left knee over left ankle. Hug your feet together, lift everything up. Shoulders away from ears. Notice how the right hip flexor turns on as you draw the feet together. Heel if you can get it over the ball of your foot. Light up the fingertips. Really find energy there as you lift up. Make sure you're breathing. Big inhales, even bigger exhales. Good. Last one in here. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Step back. High to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you can hold in downward facing dog, or you can come forward into plank and hold here for 10 breaths with me. From your toes or your knees. Om 1. Om 2. Om 3. Om 4. Om 5. Om 6. Keep with it. Om 7. Om 8. Om 9. Om 10. Good. Downward facing dog. Woo! Breathe through it. Good. Exhale, look forward, step forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana chair, hips low. This time we're going to come into cactus arms, elbows 45 or 90 degrees. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, palms face out. Bum goes back and down. Press into your feet, breathe into the body. Last breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to earth, step back. High to low plank or no plank from toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Solidify your downward facing dog. Find your breath here. Stay here, or we're going to do some turbo dog core work. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Shift forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Also get some shoulder work in here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to nose. Squeeze it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps through. Anjasana, crescent lunge, rise up. I'm going to take the left, I'm just going to flip this way for a second so everybody can see. Take the left arm. So we're moving into Garudasana, eagle arms. So left arm under right. Bring the palms together if you can. If this doesn't feel good for you, take forearms together or hands to opposite elbows. Whether you have forearms together or you're wrapped in eagle arms, see if you can draw the elbows up and press the hands forward. You'll get a nice little stretch in the shoulders. So from here on the exhale, just draw the elbows down towards the belly. Keep the legs strong. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, elbows come towards the belly. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, rise up. This time on the inhale, you're going to go up over the beach ball. Find a nice little back bend here. Pause. Next exhale, you're going to hinge all the way forward like humble warrior with eagle arms. Bring the upper body to the inside of the right leg. So you can rest your chest on your thigh or come all the way to the inside, finding as much depth as you want here. Really ground down through the whole right footprint. You're going to love this next move, guys. You ready? So you're going to bend that left knee slightly. You're going to stay low, and you're going to move yourself all the way up to warrior 3 with eagle arms. If you have to come out of eagle arms, you can. I know this is a lot, but we're working on the shoulders tonight. So make that your focus. Warrior 3 with eagle arms. Breathe, charge down into the right foot. Won't keep you here long. Now inhale, draw the left knee up. Guess what? Denise's favorite, Garudasana, eagle, full. Left leg crosses over the right. It's my favorite. So you're sitting down into this chair leg position. Left leg is over the right. Left arm under the right. Lift the elbows up. Palms forward. Squeeze everything together. Lots of breath. The drishti, the gaze, is through your arms. I won't torture you too much, so inhale, come all the way back up. We're just going to step back to that high lunge position. Release the arms, lift them all the way up. Just take some nice big circles with the arms. Whew. Releasing that out. And switch directions. And cross them. Cross the body. Let it all go. Good. Now you're going to straighten the front leg, pop that left foot back in a little bit, moving into Parsvottanasana pyramid. So right hip draws back, left hip draws forward. Hinge forward and allow the upper body just to drape over the leg. So you don't want to be on the ball of your foot anymore. Bring the sole of your left foot to the mat. Toes are at about 45-degree angle, folding forward over your right leg. Let your head be heavy here. Good. Breathe into the back of your right hamstring. Draw the left hip forward. Find engagement here. Good. Inhale, come halfway up. Hands plant. You're going to move into plank. So find your way to plank. We're going to move through a vinyasa back to downward facing dog. Exhale, low plank or no plank, toes or knees. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Woo, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple deep breaths in. Options here, listen to your body. Stay in down dog. Come to child's pose, or if you are craving fire, come forward into plank on toes or knees for 10 counts. So child's pose, down dog, or plank. Om 10, Om 9, Om 8, Om 7, Om 6, Om 5, Om 4, Om 3, Om 2, Om 1. Downward facing dog from wherever you are. Let's all meet back in down dog. Solidify that downward facing dog. Take a couple nice deep clearing breaths here. If you're feeling warm, open your mouth for the exhale and sigh out all the air. Okay, that'll help cool you. If you need water at any time, please pause and take water. I'm just going to stay here in down dog for a moment. Let all that side settle. Okay, preparing for the left side. Stay in down dog, or if you want a little bonus turbo dog action, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Left knee to right tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Left knee to nose, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step through Anjayasana, crescent lunge. The left foot is forward on the ball of the right foot this time. Fingertips reach up. Right arm comes underneath left if you're coming into eagle arms, or forearms together. Elbows lift up, arms come forward. Know that you can change your arm position at any time. Exhale, curl in. Elbows come down to the belly. Inhale, come up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, come up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, come up. This time, take a nice little back bend. So up and over that beach ball. Stretch the shoulders. Use the arms to your advantage. Breathe into it. Next exhale, come all the way forward like humble warrior with eagle arms. Chest rests on the left thigh or body comes all the way to the inside of the left leg. Let the head hang heavy here. Really press into the whole footprint of the left foot. Okay, stay nice and low. Bend into your right knee and push yourself forward to that warrior three position with the eagle arms. Now, likely your eagle arms are kind of tucked up into your chest. Realign yourself and find the forward action of the elbows and take the hands away from the face to stretch out your shoulders. If you need to come out of the arm position, that's okay. Inhale, draw the right knee up. Garudasana, eagle. Right leg crosses over left. Sink it down into that Utkatasana chair position. Hips go back and down. Elbows up, hands forward, drishti through the arms. Breathe. Next, inhale, step it up, right knee lifts up, then step back to your lunge position. Release the arms, lift them up. Take nice big circles with the arms. Find integrity in your Anjayasana crescent lunge position here, though. Breathe into it, switch directions. And then just wag the arms, flap the arms. I don't know what action to call this. I don't know what adjective to use. Flap is good? Okay, we'll use flap. All right, release. We're going to straighten the front leg, pop the back foot in, Parsvottanasana pyramid. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Left hip draws back, right hip presses forward. Let your head be heavy. Check in with your jaw. Release it out. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. You're going to make your way back to plank pose just for a second. Then downward facing dog. Lengthen the spine. Deep breath in. Long sigh out. Balasana, child's pose. Knees come down. Sink your hips back on your heels. If you need some water here, this is a really good chance to hydrate before we start to bring it down and take some longer, deeper stretches into the shoulders. So just settling into your balasana, let your hips be heavy. Chest is heavy towards the earth. Because the arms are still forward, you're still working into that shoulder area, just in a little less intense manner here than you may have been in previous positions. So just let the arm bones be heavy. Find your breath. If you want to get more into the shoulders and more into the triceps, you can bring your hands to prayer in front of you and then reach the prayer up towards the sky. Yeah, and elbows will be about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Good. So from your child's pose, you're just going to press yourself up to tabletop. And then we're just going to slither forward onto our bellies for Sphinx pose. So elbows come underneath the shoulders, whole handprints press into the earth. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and reach your heart through your arms. So you're lifting up and out of your low back. Your legs don't have to do anything special. Just focus on the upper body. Chin is tucked slightly to keep your spine long. So just find your breath here. Really draw the shoulders away from your ears. If you want to intensify this a little bit, if your low back feels really good, you can press up into seal, but try and keep the elbows slightly bent. So you can press into the hands and start to lengthen the arms. But the key here is to keep that buoyancy in the chest. Elbows stay bent slightly, rotate in. You're lifting up and out of the low spine as you draw your chest through. So there's all kinds of opposing forces here when you come into this seal position. Good. Just one more breath. And exhale, lower down. So from this Sphinx position, we're going to work into the shoulders. So most of you have done this posture with me before. We're going to take the right arm and thread it under the left arm. So the left arm comes forward, thread the right arm under. Now when you do that, you're going to roll towards the right side. So what you want to do is bring the left side of the body back down towards the earth. And you're going to feel a stretch on the outside of the shoulder. So the right arm is threaded through, left arm forward. When you find that shape, press the left pectoral muscle back down towards the earth to find the stretch on the outside of the right shoulder. You can keep your head lifted up, or you can put the forehead on the mat, whatever feels best for you. But do breathe into it. Good. So with your next breath, you're very gently just going to come out of that side, kind of back to this neutral low Sphinx position. Let that settle for a second, and we'll move to the opposite side. So the right arm reaches forward, left arm threads underneath. When you thread, you're going to roll onto the left shoulder a little bit. Now the key is to bring that right pec muscle back down towards the earth, right arm forward, feeling the stretch to the outside of the left shoulder. Settle in and breathe. It's really important to find a lot of breath in this posture. If it is pinchy, if you get pins and needles, if it doesn't feel good, just come out and we will just do it in a different way. Last breath in here. Stay for your exhale. And slowly come back to that central Sphinx. Inside stretch for the shoulder this time. So we'll take the right arm out to the side, left hand underneath your left shoulder. Left heel comes towards your buttocks. And then you're going to send that left foot over to the right. So you're getting a thoracic spine rotation here and a stretch through the front of the right shoulder head. Okay, that foot doesn't have to come to the mat. There's no right or wrong here. You'll know when you've gotten to the appropriate place for your body and that the stretch feels good. Wherever you are, please make sure you're breathing and really focusing that breath into the shoulder. Good. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, we'll come back slowly to center. Bring both arms out in front of you. And then we'll move it to the opposite side. So the left arm extends out to the side this time. Right hand under right shoulder. Bend the right heel into the right butt cheek. And then send the right foot over to the left. So right hand supporting you. Finding the thoracic rotation, and you're feeling the stretch through the front of your left shoulder head here. Again, you don't have to go far. If just stacking your feet on top of one another is enough, that's fine. Listen to your body. You'll know when you've gotten to the place that you need to be to find the stretch for your body tonight. Last breath in. Exhale, gently come back through center. You're going to press to tabletop. And then tuck your toes, send your sit bones to the sky, downward facing dog. Just take a moment here to pause, breathe into it. And then in whatever way is comfortable for you, you're just going to come forward to a seated position. Extend your legs out in front of you. We're going to move into Paschimottanasana, forward fold, but not with a little bit of work first. Okay? Oh, hello, puppy. So I like to move the flesh so that my sit bones can really root down on the earth. Legs are in front of you. So core action. So hands out in front of you. You ready? This is going to be fun. We're going to roll all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down to the earth. Reach the arms up and over. Reach towards the top of the mat. Then bring the hands back up, and you're going to roll yourself all the way back up. It's not going to be graceful. That's cool. And fold. We're going to just stay in the fold for a second, just get the idea, and then we're going to roll all the way back down. So you get the idea, just moving with your body, reaching the fingers over. So this is actually shoulder work, but I'm making it more fun by adding the core into it. So just reaching forward into a little forward fold, and then rolling back down. Go nice and slowly. We'll just keep moving. It doesn't matter where you are in the sequence. We'll all come into the forward fold at some point together. You'll hear the cue. The idea is to really make sure you reach up and over, finding rotation in the shoulders as you engage through the core and lengthen through the backside body. Okay, the next time that you come up, we are going to stay in the forward fold. Okay, so just let the spine round, let your head hang heavy, fold over the legs. I would suggest bringing the backs of your hands just to the earth and letting gravity do the work here. I know you want to pull, and I know you want to get in there, but see if you can just let it be a little bit more passive and let your breath and gravity do the work for you tonight. The ego doesn't like it that way, but in the long term, it's better. So as you're here, really send the breath down the length of your spine. You're going to feel the pull of the fascia move on the spine the longer that you're in this space as things start to open up. Space between your jaw here. And just let your shoulders be heavy. Deepen your breath. Let the body go. Just let it find its space. On your next inhale, slowly rise back up. You're going to make your way onto your back one more time, however you want. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Just give yourself a little rock side to side if that feels good for you. And then bring the hands underneath your low back. Extend your feet up towards the sky. Toes draw down towards the nose. The knees don't have to be straight, but try and bring the toes down towards your nose. Lengthen the back of the skull and just take a moment to breathe here, to be in stillness, to reverse the blood flow, to let everything settle. If shoulder stand or halasana plow are in your practice, this is a good opportunity to take them here, but please be mindful of your neck. And you can stay here in this shape for as long as you like, but when you are ready, you can bring your whole body down onto the earth into your final resting posture, Shavasana. Legs wide, arms beside you, close your eyes. If you find the sun too bright and you have a towel or a t-shirt, you can place that over your eyes just to take a little bit of that sensory stimulation out of the equation. Otherwise, just breathe. Bones are heavy, just soften into the earth. And very slowly begin to bring awareness back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a deep breath in and let it out completely. Inhale, reach the arms up above the head. Take a nice full body stretch. And just release on an exhale. When you're ready, roll onto your right side. Cradle your head in your arm. Draw your knees up towards you. Pause for a moment. And slowly press yourself up to a seated position. Just bring the hands to the knees to start. You're going to finish practice the same way we began. On your inhale, draw your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, sigh it out, let them drop. Again, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Really pull them up, 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 up. And then big sigh, let it all go. Hands to heart center. Bow your head slightly. Take a moment to thank yourself for your practice, for being here, for giving yourself this gift, for taking time. And I thank you for joining me, for allowing me to lead you, and trusting me with your practice. Thumbs to the center between your eyes, center of intuition. The light in me honors the light in you. Together we bow and say, Namaste.